Hello there gorgeous gamers and welcome back to Pure Play TV, and we've got our review for Timothy vs Aliens for the Nintendo Switch. It was originally released back in 2018 for PS4 as a strange little exclusive, and it wasn't well received back then. Now it's out on Switch and PC, is it any better? No, not really. Timothy vs the Aliens is bad. Really bad. I like the idea, but the execution is all over the place. The first thing you'll notice in Timothy vs the Aliens is that the art style is something a little different. Black and white, bold and brave. The invading aliens are the only characters with any colour to them. Sadly, Timothy vs the Aliens doesn't have the gameplay chops to back up such a bold design choice, and it ends up feeling quite cheap. The story is that aliens have invaded an old American city. You play as Timothy, an old-fashioned gangster, the kind that dresses smartly, not the kind with their huggies hanging down to their knees. It's Tommy's job to save the town from the invading aliens. It's very standard stuff, and had the gameplay not been so poor, I would have probably seen the story through to the end. Though I can't say I liked the silent characters. Again, it made the game feel quite cheap. Gameplay is shockingly poor, and the controls don't help either. The bulk of play is a mix of frustratingly inaccurate platforming and frustratingly inaccurate third-person shooting. The game doesn't even make use of the Nintendo Switch's motion controls for aiming, which in this day and age is an actual sin. On a technical level, the game is poor. It's going for that artistic movie style with its black and white graphics and letterbox borders. It even goes as far as having an awfully unstable frame rate that feels like it wants to be at the movie standard 24 FPS rather than the wobbly 30. It's very unstable, especially when you're shooting a bunch of aliens or trying to drive one of the awful cars around town. I could only manage a couple of hours of Timothy vs the Aliens before I took a step back for fear of crushing those Joy-Cons in my manly hands. It's just not fun, and why the developers have sought out a second release, I do not know. The original PS4 version wasn't any good, and this Switch edition is also very poor, and likely worse with the weaker hardware. I can't recommend it. And that is the end of this review. Sad to say, but it's not a great game. Oh well, there's plenty more fish in the sea, or aliens in the night sky. The truth is out there, supposedly. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, drop a like, a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so that you don't miss a video. The info box has our website links, social media channels, and supporters links, where you can support the team if you can. I've been Chris, you've been gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.